What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with more Pro Cyclist here on PCM 2021, continuing on with Trinity Racing. If you missed the first episode, make sure you go back and catch up, because in those results we did pick up our first win at the Tour de l'Espoir. Gave you enough time to go back if you hadn't caught it, but really fun start to our career, and I'm really enjoying our rider type already. We can be pretty much any type of rider we want because we're good on flat, hills, cobbles, we've got a little kick as well, and I think this is going to be a really fun career. And hopefully that is the case today, because we do have plenty of races coming up, starting off with a few 1.2 Turkish classics. You can see some flat parcours there. We then head to Slovenia for the GP Slovenian Istria. We then head to Greece, where I am actually personally 1/8 from, so should be a fun race there. Some French races, back to Turkey as well, so let's just get into it. The Grand Prix Velo Manavat is going to kick us off. Yuri Havoc of Beat Cycling is the favourite apparently, and what's going to be a sprint. And by the way guys, a massive thank you for the response to the first episode. I haven't done Pro Cyclist for a little while on the channel, which means I'm looking forward to this series even more. And also, one of you did mention that it's not the real life kit. I think this is the 2020 kit. I've looked at the 2021 kit. It is disgusting compared to this one, so I'm sticking with this one for sure. The team actually do want us to go in the breakaway today, so I am currently trying to attack up to said breakaway, which already has 10 riders. And we're in the group now, so I think we're just going to try and survive as long as possible here out front. And already I can tell this breakaway is very, very weak indeed. They're all getting drops, and we only have 1 minute back to the peloton, which are literally right there now. So yeah, this isn't going to last very long, I'm afraid. I'm literally pulling this group by myself. I would quite like this objective, but sadly we're only at 64 out of 80k. It's not going to happen, I don't think. They're right behind. Okay, so we only have a couple of kilometers left now. I'm pretty much done. Not sure where our leader is. I think it's Ben Healy on the day. He's on a pretty poor day though. I can see we do have Vandenberg here. Can't really get in his wheel. Can I get in Havoc's wheel? Not really. Bosman is trying to make a little move here into the final kilometer, giving us a very nice lead out actually, but we are pretty much cooked into this final corner. Going to really help our energy. This is the line right here, and we're going to come close to winning this, but it is going to be Vandermeer taking it. We do have Yuri Havoc here as well, and I will get actually almost a top 5, 6th place though. Very solid result here. Where are our team? I have absolutely no idea what they're doing, and although we didn't quite get our objective, that is going to mean enough points to go into level, I think 4 now. I think we're at level 4. Anyway, we do upgrade. There you go, level 4, skill points and evolution. Let's go. And having looked through these, they're pretty much all the same. If you see Northern Classics Barrier, they're just the same. A nice well-rounded upgrade here. Prologue up 3 points, I think. Cobblestones as well, up to 67. Nice upgrades all round. Let's go for it. And skill-wise, one of you did mention to focus on technique, so that is what I'm going to do with this upgrade. Apparently it helps you move up through the peloton a lot more quickly, so we'll go with that for sure. So the Grand Prix Alanya is up next. Going to be a flat one again. Similar riders are here. Let's go. So today we've actually been given the role of teammate, so I'm not going to go in the breakaway. We'll just sit in, probably try and lead out Healy, although I'll probably sprint ahead of him myself. And I am currently relaying on the front actually. We do have the goal here of 20k on the front. It's going to be difficult for us to get that, but if I can get a few kilometers, hopefully that's a few points. Guys, today has been such a nightmare, honestly. Ben Healy on his -1 day in his default Irish Champions jersey has been handing out instructions to me left, right and centre, changing his mind all the time. I've just decided to ignore him at this point. I'm going to follow Vandenberg. I'm actually already on, I think, Martin Vandenberg's wheel. We know he's a very good sprinter from the previous episode, so I'm going to try and stay here, maybe try and sprint for it myself. So we have 5k to go. Two teams are really dominating the front here. It's this team. I'm not actually sure which team that is, and the FDJ team, and we seem to have the perfect wheel right now. We have Piddy, Penho, and then Vandenberg. We are on the Dutchman's wheel, but now we have a train to our right doing very well. Let's stay here though, trust FDJ, and we're in the perfect wheel. I must say, what a wheel choice this was. Have they gone a little early though into the final kilometer? Vandenberg opens it up. I try to hold his wheel, try to come round as well in the finish. It's going to be a solid top 10 today, and Vandermeer is going to make it a double here in Turkey, and another top 10 for us. Really solid result. It's going to be lucky number 8. So Nick Vandermeer does seem to be a little rider to watch in this save. Clearly a pretty good sprinter, beating the Twitter legend himself, Michael Rain. But let's see what's up next for us. And it's going to be the GP Slovenian Istria. Pretty flat one again, and I hopefully can maybe break into the top 5. That's pushing our luck a little bit at this stage though. So very nice setting here in Slovenia, I must say. We have been given the role of teammate again, whilst Ben Healy is kind of the outsider leader. That's not going to be the case, I don't think, Ben. So one thing I don't quite get with Pro Cyclist mode is we have Thomas Gloag. Yes, I think that is how you say it, not Gloag as I was saying. But we do have a rider in the breakaway today. Now, they do want us to relay on the front. That's not good tactics if I now relay on the front for the entirety of the stage, basically. But if I don't, my boss is going to be angry with me, so I don't quite know what to do here. Well, I'll tell you what I did do. I did choose to ignore my boss in the end. I know Enzo Wouters is a pretty good rider. I've just spotted him, actually. I think it's for the Tartaletto team. I'll try and follow him for now, maybe see where that takes us. This could be quite important because our leader, Ben Healy, already has been dropped from this group, so yeah. Alright, so 7k to go. I'm just kind of hanging around to the front, looking for a wheel to latch onto. Again, not quite sure how we can maximise our finish today. Can't really grab a wheel just yet. Do I try and attack? Not quite sure. So 4k to go. This race is coming to an end. I can see Mestra here. Don't really want to grab that wheel though, so I'm going to stay by myself right now. Brockner has gone up to a big level of effort. Can't really grab a wheel again, proving very difficult without a wheel right now for us. Let's maybe just go 95 ourselves. Maybe grab a wheel in a moment. There is Yuri Havoc. I'll grab his wheel into the final kilometre. It's going to maybe be a top 10. No more than that though, I don't think. To be fair, not a bad result. Yuri Havoc was the winner in the end for Beat Cycling. And it is going to be, I think, 6th or 7th place. For a 6th place again, beating Vandenberg in a sprint this time. That was a really good effort. So again, my boss not happy. Evaluation of my work, bad. But he would have been happy if I caught my own teammate up the roads. And so 6 and 8 are our lucky numbers so far in this episode. By the way, we are now 69 overall. Really progressing quite nicely. But yeah, maybe if we can break the 6-8 sequence, that'll be good. And if we are to do that, it's going to be at the Greek International Tour of Rhodes. We have some flat stages to start and then a hilly one to end, which is definitely more interesting for us. And oh boy guys, look at this, because we have been given the leader role with Ben Healy and Thomas Gloag actually in the team as well. That is great news already. Episode 2 of this save, and they can clearly see Ben Healy is not that guy. So I have had Culverwell and Reese doing a fair amount of work. I do want to chase in the breakaway. This finish today really suits us. I really think we could challenge for this stage. We are now able to see Thomas Gloag's stats actually. 70 mountain on the man. He's really very talented climber. I think he's only 19 years old, remember. And so we do now enter the final 5k actually. I am on the wheel of Tom Gloag. The road is now going uphill really until those final few hundred meters where it does flatten off. I'm going to try and stay here. We know he is a very good climber. I'm not going to push it too much, up to maybe 92. Get out the way, Devons. What are you doing here? Just get out the way. You're causing me to get blocked off by Tom Gloag. That is not ideal at all right now. Getting blocked again by a couple of other riders. 1.7k to go. Need to retain my red bar here. Gloag, slow down. 75, forgot the gel. Let's do that right now. Up to maybe 99. Right here, we'll sprint with Gloag. We'll sprint with me as well. Have I gone too late? Not quite sure. Here we go. Tim's coming to the line and we are going to win here. The first stage in Greece. What a start to the race, and Tom Gloag gets second as well. Well, that race couldn't have started any better. Let's hopefully continue and try and win here in Greece. And that marks our first distinctive jersey as well in Conti. More points and plenty more as well for our current status in the race. And that hopefully will continue on this flatter stage. Less suiting to us, but hopefully we can really secure our jersey. By the way, I did actually add a Irish Champions jersey for Healy. I also added the transfer outs as well in the previous episode, so you can see that on the jersey right now. Looking pretty nice, I must say, in the lead of the race. Does this race even have a leader's jersey? I mean, I don't know. So 16k to go. I'm wondering who I should have to lead me out now, because I can see that Gloag can't sprint and everyone else I can see can't really sprint. Healy a tiny bit. So I might take the risk on Devons, who I can't actually see his stats, but he looks like a fairly big guy. hopefully he can do a good lead out. So we are now approaching the final 5k. I know that the DSM dev team are here. I know they have a couple of decent sprinters. Not really sure who else can sprint among this field. Let's go up to 92. Culverwell, you've done your job, my man. Get out of the way, please. That's the best thing you can do. And I think these corners will probably help us. And Devons can probably go at maybe 1.7. Let's go right now. Maybe I come off at 1k to go. Let's go. Can we maybe challenge for this stage? Nowhere near. Devons cannot sprint to save his life by the look of it. Is it going to be a win for Bittner? Just about. We will finish among the front guys, I think, in the top 10. Yet again, continuing our streak on this episode, top 10 every stage so far. And that does mean we lose the lead of the race to Pavel Bittner, the 18-year-old from Team DSM. We need to drop this man in the next stage, and we'll get the chance to do that for sure. But can we hold on to the best of them? We are on the favourites page, actually, I think for the first time. But Van der Nabeel, who won that race in the first episode, the Tour de l'Espoir, he is here. Although I am leader for this race, I don't actually have full control of the team here, so we're gonna have to try and play our own card, it would seem. Van der Nabeel, here's the man to watch. You can see he's a very good, well-rounded rider. So we're some way into this stage now. I don't really have the means to control, just trying to conserve my energy, and we may have to wait to launch on that final climb. We have now lost Reese, who is our protector, or has been our protector today, and still we have 100 riders in this group. I can see we do have Bittner still here, looking pretty comfortable as well. I'm going to have to launch myself, I think. So you can see Pavel Bittner is still in this group, looking okay as well, the Czech man. We need to drop him on this climb, otherwise we're not going to win this race. We know he is a fast finisher as well, so you can see I'm hanging around right to the front and I'm thinking about launching. To be honest, it would be so helpful if I did have Glogue and the likes to help us out right now, but we are going to have to go alone. I think Bittner still here, still looking good. And this steeper section is exactly where I'm going to put the hammer down. Seems we have the Swiss Cycling Academy really trying to do that as well. But can I maybe try an attack right here? Here we go. We're going to launch a big move. We got the acceleration clearly to launch a big attack right there. We do have 10 seconds on the group. They're going to have to catch us. So I'm just going to try and keep this move going. If nothing else, hopefully it forces Bittner out the back. They are going to latch onto us here, but we can maybe take the KOM points. No, there's no KOM points here. But let's just continue with this tempo. Gonna have to expose myself to attacks just to try and force everyone out the back that we can. Oh, but have I gone too early? Because we have seen a move here by Duarte Pataski. I can't follow. I can't really follow, guys. I'm afraid I can't really contribute to this group after that earlier move by me. And I have cracks just to the top of this climb. If I can cling on here, this would be massive. What a fight by me, just trying to cling on to this group. They are going to come back on, so it doesn't really matter in the end. Van der Nabeel is on the front here. And I can tell you the good news is that Bittner is out the back. So if I can place on the podium here in this group of 33 riders, I think we win this race. So we have 3k to go. I'm on the wheel of Duarte. No idea who is a good sprinter in this group, so I'm just going to have to try and take a wheel to the front of proceedings. Pataski, I'm pretty sure I know he's a fairly good rider. Can't get in his wheel though until right now. 1k to go. I'm in the Polish man's wheel into the final 600. Let's go ourselves. Do I have anything left for this sprint? Not really, and it is going to be that guy, Henry van der Nabeel. He's going to be a big rider in this save, clearly. We get second though, and I think we win the Tour of Rhodes. And yes, indeed, it is the case. The dev team at DSM have some very strong riders. They were 1-2 on the previous stage, 1-3 on this stage. We were the only rider able to split them. But that does mean we win the International Tour of Rhodes. What a race. Our first stage race, only a 2.2 race in Greece, but still, it's nice to win something. That is going to be 35 points on our way to level 5 already, and we get it with the manager kind of satisfaction screen. Another level up on this episode, and this time I'm actually going to go for this climber increase, because 73 hill, 65 mountain, that's +2 in both those categories. That is going to be huge just for the base of our rider, really increasing our secondaries as well towards the mid 60s. Really good. Of course, we're still only 18 years old here, and so trying to spread my wings with these upgrades. I haven't put any discovery upgrades on our rider just yet. I think I might go for passion, so we learn more about the riders and their attributes as the career progresses. And despite that really strong upgrade, I feel we're still just a 69 overall, but looking at those attributes, we're already so well rounded. Really pleased with how we're able to progress. And at Paris-Troy, the biggest race of the episode so far, and I'm saying that because Nacer Bouhanni is here, a sprinter who's already had 2 podiums at the Tour de France at the time of recording this, Brian Coquard as well, so any type of result here would be great. And I have noticed that the sponsor objective for the team is a top 10. Let's be the man to achieve that. Are you serious, boss? You can't be. After we've just gone and won our first stage race, we get given the teammate role. Are you serious? Oh man, I'm not sure who our leader is. Ben Healy. We've got this Thierry guy, I'm not sure how to say that. He's talking to us. He's the baradeur and he's trying to give us instructions. I'm not sure I'm going to listen to this guy. And yeah, definitely the strongest start list I think we've faced so far. 3 big pro teams from France here. I think this Felix Gross guy as well. I think he's going to UAE in real life. I'm not too sure about that though. So right now it is crucial we stay right to the front of proceedings. Oh yeah, please stop telling me what to do. You're the baradeur and you haven't managed to get up the road. But we have 30km/h winds so far. And I sense the pro teams, the French pro teams, really trying to press on, as you can see, really attacking this race. So we do now have the final climb of the day, and lots of our team really struggling with the tempo. Hopefully the likes of Bouhanni may be struggling as well. Zabaka has attacked. I wonder if I should try and follow a puncher like that. Maybe we can even force a move ourselves right here on the right hand side of the road. Let's go. Big attack here by us. Who can follow? No one straight away. Let's just press this over the top and see how things play out. And no one responding straight away. Look at that. Straight up to 30 seconds. We have 14k to go here. Could this be a miracle ride? And guys, at this point, I really feel like we're all in with this move. 25 seconds, 12k to go. We have a little descent here as well. Let's press on, go up to 85 and see how long we can stay out front. So you can see the guys chasing behind. I think it is Declerc working for Nacer Bouhanni. We still have the likes of Brian Coquard in this group, but up front we are loving it, and that is because 7.5k to go. We still have a 22-second lead over these guys. Kick out this corner a little bit up to 90. Could we hold on? And we are definitely all in for this move right now, but the gap has been cut now by Delco coming to the front. I'm gonna go up to maybe 90, 92. We still have 4k to go. I'm not sure we quite have enough here. So 2.5k to go. Come on, let's try and press to the line, but still Arkea have something left. We are going to get caught here, guys. Just about 2k before the line. I feel 1.5k to go. We're still not caught, but we are cooked. I had to try and press on, try and retain our lead, but we are going to be caught on the line. And who is going to take it? Pichon is here, but it is going to be Ulig v Coquard v Nacer Bouhanni, and it's going to be Brian Coquard winning Paris-Troy. And for us, are we going to get the top 10? We went all in, but for once, Ben Healy turns up. We attacked, Healy sat behind. Bit of teamwork here, and he gets 10th place. You love to see it. Let's go. We get the sponsor objective. I'm really happy with that race. It's nice when your teammates in Pro Cyclist do what you want, and Ben Healy here finally turns up for the team this year. It's that new jersey I gave him for sure. We attacked. It was a great effort, wasn't it? Really unlucky, but not quite to be for us. But Healy does get that objective. And so looking at the calendar, 2 more races coming up in today's episode, guys. We head back to Turkey for a few more hills, luckily, in that race. Then the GP Adria Mobil. We do have some cobbles there as well. So 2 interesting races to finish up today. But I am afraid to report, guys, we have our first illness or injury of this series, and it's going to be does not feel well. How exciting. But anyway, the Grand Prix Giustiano Hotels here in Turkey. Van Schip, actually the favourite, and Beat Cycling seem to have a pretty good team here. Away we go then, but today we do get the teammate role yet again. Blevins is the man, I think Christopher Blevins, who wants us to work for him. And again, I'm not sure it's the best strategy for the team, to be honest with you. Okay, we are now approaching the final climb of today's stage. Beat Cycling really setting the tempo again. And the final hill, like I say, we need to probably try and make our move here if we're going to try anything. All the sprinters are still here, of course. Can I even get to the front though? Sadly, I was really quite badly hampered right there. So that is going to make it quite difficult. Storm Missits, or Storm Mitte, the Norwegian, is up the road. He's a rider you guys have said I should sign with Uno X. I'll try and attack up to him here, but we don't really, I think, have enough to try a meaningful attack. Stos, the Polish rider, tries to follow us as well. We haven't quite caught the Jumbo-Visma man. Let's try and press on. However, we have now been caught. 36 riders in this group, and we have really, I guess, got rid of quite a few riders here, so that move may be worthwhile in the end. But now we have a move by Van der Kooi, Kurek as well, trying to follow. I'm unable to actually follow that maneuver right there. Quintero will try and sit in his wheel, take advantage of his pacing, because we can't let those guys go, of course. They have been caught. 53 riders are here. Is it worth following the likes of Rogigi, who I know is a fairly good sprinter, or should I try and maybe make something happen here? To be honest, I don't really have anything left to make something meaningful happen, so instead I'm just going to try and follow these guys, maybe try and pick up some kind of results in a sprint finish. These guys haven't gone anywhere. By Van der Kooi, or Bar Van der Kooi, he's won this race. Van der Kooi wins this race. He does show that attacking can win. We'll try and sprint for the line. We've gone a little early perhaps, but Van der Kooi, love to see an attacker win the race. Rogigi, I said he's a good sprinter. He gets seconds, and we could get a top 5 here actually, unless Willem van Skip does just not quite overtake us on the line. We get 4th place. That's a solid result, I guess. I thought about attacking. I wasn't quite brave enough. Bas van der Kooi was clearly brave enough though. What a win for the Dutchman. Next time I should probably go for it, although I must say on that occasion I don't think I had enough energy. 22 more points as well. I don't think we're going to get that level 6 today, but we've already had some great level up, so can't complain too much. And the final one today is going to be the GP Adria Mobile. Enzo Wouters is the favourite. I know he's a very kind of punchy rider, similar to myself I guess in some regards. We're not on this favourites list though, but not good fitness, I guess that's partly why, and some interesting cobbled sectors to the end. And again, teammate role, this guy, our manager, whoever he is, this team manager doesn't quite know what he's on. I think I might even try and go in the breakaway today. Let's see if we're allowed. And the simple answer to that question is yes, because we are in today's breakaway. Not quite sure who we're here with. Well, I am, but not quite sure what any of these guys are good at. And hopefully they're strong enough for this breakaway to go to the end. So I've really been doing my best here, guys, to keep this breakaway powering along, but 1 minute 20 is the gap to the chasing group behind right now. There they are, and still 43k to go. But the terrain, maybe it's time to attack and just go all in here. So I have been piling it on in this breakaway. This very steep section is going to suit us massively, and this is where we're going to put in our dig for glory. Who can follow? Hopefully no one is the answer. Don't even need to do a massive attack right now, and let's just try and set a rhythm and try and go all the way to the line. And looking behind, the breakaway have exploded trying to follow us. They're completely unable to do so. We do have 2 minutes on the peloton right now, so 1 minute is our lead on any other rider. Only 31 riders are left in that chasing group. Our energy isn't great and still 25k to go. This is a massive move. If we pull this off, it will be a miracle. And actually 13k to go. We now do have attacks coming from that group behind. I wonder if it would be better to just sit up and try and maybe wait for some supports. Anyway, we're going to have to do that right now. They're 5 seconds behind. They're now in our wheel as well. Bax, who I know was a very strong rider at the Dutch Championships. Let's follow him. And now we have been caught by the 34-man group remaining. Let's just sit in, try and recover. And actually, you know what? We have had another move. This time it's by Bax and Kurek. Bax proving to be a very good rider. I should probably work at this stage for Reese or Newmark. So I'm just going to try and go all out, try and catch those guys. Not sure who's being lapped here. I'm sure there's plenty of riders getting lapped, but 20 seconds up the road, we need to catch those guys. I'm pacing 99 just to try and catch them if we can. Not going anywhere though, because we are pretty much cooked. We're now at the front of the race. No idea who is in our group. We're right at the front of the race, I think. No idea what's going on, to be honest. I think this is the riders we are fighting right here for victory. Let's just try and sprint for it. 700 meters to go. What a mess right here in Slovenia. Who's going to take the win though? I think it will be Campos taking the win. For us, it's going to be another top 5 somehow after being out front in that breakaway all day long. Not too bad in the end. Fun way to finish up then with a 5-6-7 for the team. Wanted to try and go solo with a spectacular breakaway win. Not quite to be, but quite selective group in the end, it must be said. And that does mean more points, 45 points with that breakaway. See, my boss didn't want me in the break, and we've got some big points because of it. And so we are going to finish the episode on 142 points, over halfway to level 6. And looking at our upgrades and our current attributes, I think we can only be very happy. GP. And the same can go when we look at our results. Only one race today outside of the top 10, and that was Paris, where we went all in with that big breakaway move caught in the final kilometre or so. Won the Tour of Rhodes, our first stage race as well. And looking at the calendar, I have tried to look at the next couple of months. We do have some races coming up. You can see the ones we could be heading to in the next episode, including Paris-Roubaix S-Bars, which I'm really looking forward to. If we can win that race, as well as all the climbing prowess we have shown already, I think we're going to be a really highly recruited rider. If you enjoyed today though, guys, drop a like on the video. As always, drop a sub on the channel as well. If you're new, tell me what your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.